Dude, speaking of TV, you were on, and Homeless Pimp pulled this up months ago. He was like, because we were trying to get you on for so long. Like when I was in LA, when I was doing your King of the Sting podcast and all that, when I was here the last time, he was like, dude, can you ask him about Ghost Adventures? Can you ask him about Ghost Adventures? Like, I'll never ask him about Ghost Adventures unless he's a guest on the show. So finally, as soon as we woke up this morning, he was like, we're going to ask Brandon about Ghost Adventures. Because he loves this stuff. He smokes weed and does edibles and watch Ghost Adventures.
Do you know Zach Baggins at all?
He gave me his arm workout back in like 2015.
He's a great dude. Great dude.
They podcast in the dark. That's why I love it.
They podcast in the dark, and then he's basically the Rob Dyrdek of like this type of stuff. Like he owns it all, dude. And they're like season, I don't know, fucking 15 or something.
Papa has some cash then.
Big boy. Has a museum, like buys like these murder houses. Like he's a smart.
So how did
dude.
this come about? Like,
Why did you book this?
yes.
So came about because I'm into like horror movies and all the ghost stuff and all that. I love.
Are
all
you
that
scared
stuff.
of ghosts?
No, not at all. I'm really into serial killers more than I should be. Like serial killer stuff, balls deep, and I like.
What do you think ghosts are?
Here's my thing with ghost is like you don't hear anyone current like young kids like, damn, I saw this ghost and we're here. It's all the old heads talking about ghosts. So I do think it's like an energy, but I don't believe it's like these evil, like just like in the world there's evil people and they die and pass away, their energy's still here and they might be doing evil shit. But I don't believe in like the the possession and all that stuff. It's interesting, but I don't believe in it. But with Ghost Adventures, the way it came about is there's this famous hotel where they filmed The Shining at.
Okay.
In Estes, Colorado, I think. So they filmed The Shining there. And when Jim Carrey was filming Dumb and Dumber, he stayed at that hotel for one night. And was like, dude, this place is creepy as fuck, and left while they were filming Dumb and Dumber. That's where some of the scenes are at in Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
So he left that hotel. So Zach was a big UFC fan. So we're like DMing, I think, on Twitter back then. This is a long time ago. And he goes, dude, I'm doing this speaking engagement at that haunted hotel. You should come. So I drive up there. It's scary as fuck. Drive up there. And he's like, oh, let me show you where I guess people commit suicide there a lot. And,
okay.
And they take all the beds where people commit suicide and put them in this shed. And he's like, it's like one of the most haunted places on earth. He's like, let's go check it out. I'm like, okay. So I go back there with him. And he's like, dude, I get you on a Ghost Adventures. I'm like, yeah, just let me know when, man. He's like, when we do one in Denver, I'm going to call you. He's like, be ready to go. I'm like, yes, sounds good. Yeah. A year goes by, and I'm in the middle of training camp at midnight.
Oh, you were still a UFC fighter then? You weren't into comedy or anything like that yet?
Long time ago. At midnight, I get a call from him. He's like, bro, sends me an address, goes, you're up. And I'm like, what?
Whoa.
He's like, you're up. I'm like, dude, it's midnight. I got practice in the morning. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, just come down. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I call my brother who lived like a few miles from me, like, hey, you're coming with me. He's like, it's the middle of the night. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You're coming with me. So we drive down to this haunted fucking mansion downtown Denver. And listen, I don't know, if it's for TV or what, but as far as what I saw, what I know, it was scary as fuck.
Really?
I was so scared, dude. Well, here's what they did.
That's sick.
This girl was murdered and they buried her in the basement.
Which is true.
Those are facts.
Okay.
Murdered in the basement. Those are facts. She's murdered in the basement. So they're all down there and they have like their devices, whatever. And again, I don't know. For me, it's real. So they have the devices. They're trying to talk to the spirit. And it looks like we're only down there for like 10 minutes. That thing talked to us. Dude, we're down there for like hours. And then finally he talks to her and goes, do you know his name? Do you like him? Do you know his name? And he goes, Brendan. And I was like, what the fuck? Now, I don't know if it's a producer in the van in the back being like, Brendan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But from what my standpoint, it was real as fuck. So,
wow.
So it's pitch dark, probably 2 or 3 a.m. at this point down there. They go, dude, the ghost isn't talking to us anymore. We're going to go upstairs. You stay down here by yourself. And I'm like, what? And
by yourself?
But there's cameras. So here's the thing. There's not a cameraman with me. They set up cameras. They're like, no, we'll just leave the cameras here. And the ghost, for whatever reason, is drawn to you. So we'll get better footage if you're here by yourself. And I know cameras are filming, so I don't want to look like a bitch. I'm like, yeah, dude, no doubt, I'll be down here. I'll be down there. Dude, I was down there for probably an hour and a half by myself, just sitting where she was murdered in the dark. So scared.
Like pitch black dark.
Can't see anything. You know how your eyes like adjust, and like obviously there's like fucking rats and stuff. Then I start hear stuff, and I was like, dude, I was so scared. And then finally, like hour and a half goes by. I'm like, dear God, please somebody come get me. And then finally Zach opens the door. He's like, hey, Schaub, you ready? And dude, they don't show up, but I fucking book. I fucking run. I was so scared, dude.
Well, that's what made me believe in the show more. I'm like, wow, they got a jack UFC fighter who shook.
Dude, I was so scared.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing, like with you, like because here's the thing. when I watch a ghost thing or when I watch a serial killer thing, especially, I always think like I remember being so scared about like the Ted Bundy, like I couldn't go to sleep that night. I'm like, what if Ted Bundy, even though I know he's dead, comes through my door and kills me? And I'm like, but the reality is I would kill Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
like
he's not a big dude.
But like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, that scared me because I'm like, I'm staying in LA now, but like, do you, even though you can obviously handle yourself, big guy, trained fighter, do you think like if Night Stalker came in, he might get you too?
Yeah, because what the Night Stalker did is, if you look at all his murders, which were all around just down the 101 here.
Really?
And listen, I'm such a psychopath so I've been to all the Charles Manson murder sites. I've been to all the Richard Ramirez murder sites. Been to the OJ murder site. I go to all that stuff. Laurel Canyon, I can show you all the murder sites. Everything.
Really?
I love it. Obsessed with it.
That's
I'll go to the
insane.
Sharon Tate house for no reason, just to
can
hang out.
why didn't we do that for the podcast?
We could have.
All right, well, I'm here
Ghost
another
Adventures
week.
with B. Schaub.
Can we do that another week? Maybe we'll do a little YouTube
That'd
thing.
be dope.
Okay.
So with Richard Ramirez, with his murders, which he did in Burbank and Van Nuys and all over, he would come in and if he saw a male, like you wouldn't even know he was in the house, and so he didn't want to struggle, so he would kill the male first. You just shoot him right in the head, boom,
Bang.
so he didn't have to deal with like a fight. So I'd be fucked, dude.
Because you would just bit popped.
Here's the thing about the Night Stalker, though, and this is why he was so successful. You're talking about in the 80s in fucking the Valley of California where it's 120 degrees. So people didn't have air conditioning really, so they'd sleep with their windows open or doors unlocked. So he could do that back then. Now, Daddy,
No.
we have AC, dude. What are you going to do in alarms? He'd be fucked.
He would get caught immediately. And most
Most
people,
handsome serial killer of all time, though. Dude, when they fixed his teeth, not
let's
when he
pull up. Wow, yeah, see that? He looks handsome there. Yes, I want to say yes. I know people go for Ted Bundy.
I don't get the Ted Bundy.
know what,
When
a
they
lot-
booked Zac Efron as Ted Bundy,
It's
in
ridiculous.
what fucking world? Something about Ted Bundy, crazy IQ. He represented himself during the trial.
Yes.
And the judge said, dude, if you weren't a fucking psychopath, you could have been one of the top lawyers in the state.
I believe it, dude. I believe it. And I mean, he escaped from prison twice. What a lot of people don't talk about how undercover cute. Again, yes, he's thick, and yes, maybe John Wayne Gacy.
No.
Pull up
He looks
John
like
Wayne.
shit.
No. But I'm talking about a chubby, handsome guy, John Wayne Gacy. Not the worst. I'm saying not the worst looking guy. Pull him up.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like a little cute mustache, just a little bit. Not in the clown
The
makeup.
clown's a nightmare.
Unless you're into that.
I'll give you that. He's a bit of a dime piece in his mugshot there.
Yeah, with the little mustache. I was like, okay, there it is. And there, oh wow, is that his fucking baby picture on the? Jesus Christ!
I mean, kill that kid from the jump. Am I right?
That's so interesting. Yeah, I love.
And here's what's crazy about Charles Manson. Charles Manson was 5'2". He's tiny.
Yeah,
tiny
little baby.
And if you read these books by John Douglas, he had to interview him, and Manson's ego was so out of control. So if let's say you're John Douglas who interviewed all the serial killers. You'd sit there. Manson would sit up on his chair like a gargoyle, so he's higher than you. He always had to be the tallest in the room.
Interesting, but he's so short. And he never killed anybody. He never killed one person. Charles Manson.
He shot one guy. Shot one guy. So what's weird about that is when they label him a serial killer, it doesn't really make sense, dude.
No,
Have you read the Chaos book? Have you read Chaos?
I mean, I literally do a podcast called CHRISSY Chaos, and I've never read the book Chaos.
You never read the Manson Chaos with the CIA and the operation that
No.
they did? Oh, dude, it will blow your fucking mind.
read?